Today's episode is brought to you by Restaurant.com. With Restaurant.com, you can save at thousands of restaurants across the country with just a few clicks. Their dining deals range from $5 to $100, and they never expire and cost you just a fraction of face value. Dinner has never been easier at Restaurant.com. Used for dine-in, takeout, or delivery. Restaurant.com is offering our listeners 50% off their next purchase by simply going to www.restaurant.com/podcast. That's www.restaurant.com/podcast for 50% off your next purchase. Restaurant.com, the best deal every meal.
Hi, am I on the air?
Do I have everybody's attention now? Do I have everybody's attention now?
Don, I got you.
Do I have everybody's
Sunday
attention
night.
now?
You put them cameras on me, then you must be willing to get that heart touch. This a must-see feeling. The news ain't good, then it must be villain. So I say a tag grounded, I don't trust these ceilings. Spread across your nose, and I'm on your ear, high as necks on the cloud. Am I in the air? Sunday nights, prime time. I flex mine better. Voltron transform to DX Don Mega and Orsine. You probably think I'm nice, cause I flow like a stream to your wireless device, and the smoke all the steam on any given night. I'll short like a piece of any given slice. And for the latest and what is best about, I tune in and tune the rest out. Don, you gotta tell them, am I in the clear? Is this thing on? Am I on the air? On the air.
All right. What is going down, everybody? Welcome to another brand new edition of Am I on the Air? I'm your host, Don Mega, and I welcome you to the show. We are broadcasting live from the Red Dragons Radio Studios here in Arizona on this Monday, October the 5th. It's season 21, episode 5, and tonight's show is titled AZ's Finest. So, welcome once again. This is your one-stop shop for all the latest and greatest when it comes to entertainment news, movies, television, reviews. You come right here to Am I on the Air. We get you caught up every single week with everything going down in the world of entertainment. So, without further ado, let's jump right into it. As always, we start off the show with some reviews. Theatrical, home video, VOD, you know what it is. We get you what we can of what's hot out there right now. Of course, spoiler free. I don't want to ruin anything for anybody, so don't you worry. Okay? As far as movies go, in the theater, I saw nothing, because nothing is in the movie theaters right now. So unfortunately, there was no trip to the cinemas this past weekend. Very, very unfortunately. Theaters have only been open for about a month, and we've already hit a wall where there's nothing to go see. And it looks like it will be that way for the foreseeable future, and you'll know why as we get into the news of the week. So, decided to once again watch a VOD movie, something I saw a lot of people on Twitter talking about. Some people really loving it, some people not loving it so much, but overall seemed to be kind of in the middle. I was bored Saturday night. I said, you know what, I'm going to check this movie out. So I decided to check out the new film, Scare Me. Scare me? It did not. But here's the synopsis of this. During a power outage, two strangers tell scary stories. The more Fred and Fanny commit to their tales, the more the stories come to life in the dark of a Catskills cabin. The horrors of reality manifest when Fred confronts his ultimate fear. Fanny is the better storyteller. Well, yeah, so there you go. I watched this mainly because Aya Cash is in this, and she is fantastic. Of course, she's killing it right now as Stormbreaker, or Stormfront on The Boys. You got Josh Rubin in here, Chris Redd from SNL, he pops up for a little bit. So I was down to check it out. Unfortunately, this movie's boring as shit. It's so damn boring. I don't know. Like I said, I got several peeps out there, some other fellow podcasters that saw it and loved it. And I'm just like, this movie was so damn boring. all they did literally was tell stories for an hour and 45 minutes. These two people in a cabin told horror stories, and nothing really happens in the movie. They just tell stories, and I guess you're supposed to use your imagination. All my imagination was telling me is I should have shut this goddamn thing off. But I didn't. I sat through it the whole way so I could review it here and feel good about my review. Not that I wanted to review it and just tell you that I shut it off halfway through. So, unfortunately, Scare Me, it did not. I do not recommend this film. It's boring as shit, so I'm warning you right now. You know what you're going to get with this thing. If you watch it, just get ready for an hour and 45 minutes of two people in a cabin telling scary stories to themselves. That's it. That's it. That's the whole movie. So, Scare Me gets 1 out of 5 stars. Okay. We're going to switch gears now to television, all right? Because there ain't nothing else that I have movie-wise for you. So I'm going to start off with, number 1, we had the season finale of Ted Lasso on Apple TV+. And I've already reviewed this show, so I'm not getting into it again. But this is the Jason Sudeikis show where he goes over to England and he coaches a soccer team. This show is so fantastic, and I just wanted to take a moment to shout it out once again because I feel like no one's watching this show. It's so underrated. I know a lot of people don't have Apple TV+. Come on, guys. It's $5 a month. There's some great content on there. And if you bought an Apple device in the last year, you probably have a free year of Apple TV+ that you can sign up for. So use it. Use it and enjoy Ted Lasso. It just had its season premiere. It was already renewed for season 2. And check it out. I just wanted to take a moment to gloat about how great this show is, and it was a great season finale. Excuse me. So Ted Lasso, check it out, Apple TV+. Okay, some new stuff. I've been waiting to watch this documentary on Netflix called American Murder: The Family Next Door. This is using first-hand footage. The documentary examines the disappearance of Shanann Watts and her children and the terrible events that followed. This is a crazy-ass story. My wife knew what this whole movie was about. I did not hear about this. I don't know. Somehow I missed when this thing unfolded in real time. And so I went into it kind of with... I had an idea of what was going to happen, but I wasn't sure. This is a hell of a documentary. If you have Netflix and you like documentaries, check it out. It's not a big drawn out one. It's like an hour and a half, and that's it. It's 83 minutes. It takes you through the whole thing, start to finish. It's not like a 5-part, series where you got to come back every week and check out. I don't want to. I hate to even say like a spoiler on something like this because obviously it's been in the news and you know what's going on. But I would just say that this thing had me very angry watching it. Some of the stuff that goes down in this thing just infuriated me, and I cannot believe that somebody could do what they did in this documentary and feel like they can get away with it. Some people are so evil, and I just have a hard time grasping that. Yeah, I'm going to leave it at that. All I'm going to say is it's an incredible documentary. It's going to get your emotions rolling, and you should definitely check it out. It's on Netflix. American Murder: The Family Next Door. Okay, the next one is another documentary series. We started watching The Vow. The Vow is on HBO Max. It's a documentary series as well. This is actually a 7-part documentary. So, like I always said with the Netflix one, how they just kind of did it in one shot and was done with it. The Vow went a different direction and spread it out over 7 episodes. But this is an introspective look at the NXIVM NXIVM cult that was founded by Keith Raniere and Nancy Salzman in 1998. Through the organization claimed to provide personal and professional improvement opportunities to those who joined, it has since made headlines for various charges brought against its leaders, including sex trafficking and racketeering and conspiracy. So I've heard a lot about this, and the main reason I heard about this through the news a while ago, probably about a year or two ago, was the fact that Chloe from Smallville was actually a part of this cult. And I was like, what? And I'm very intrigued to see how she got involved and how this stuff unravels. I've only watched part 1 so far, and I will say it's very slow. Part 1 really takes its time in just setting up who everybody is and what the company was about. At the very, very end, they start to tease all the crazy shit that's going down in this thing. So I'm sure it's going to get better. I've heard nothing but great things about The Vow. But yeah, the first episode's a little rough. You got to get through it to really get to the other stuff of where things start to kind of be more than what they seem. So just be aware of that. But yes, The Vow, pretty much, I believe all episodes are now released, so you can check them all out. I think the last episode aired over the weekend. So check out The Vow on HBO Max, if you're interested in something like that. I also checked out the South Park Pandemic Special. I love South Park, and of course I got very excited a couple weeks ago when they announced that we're going to do an hour-long pandemic special, and I watched it on HBO Max, so it was uncensored, no commercials, it had all the cussing, it was really, really good. It wasn't, I'm going to say the episode wasn't as great as I had hoped it to be. I had high expectations because I've been watching South Park for 20 plus years. I know what they can do, especially when they do stuff like this, and I expected them to just really knock it out the park. And they do in a lot of different segments, but then there's other stuff they do in it that was just really over the top and just kind of stupid. So at the end of it, it was like, okay, that was good, but it's not like an episode I'd ever want to probably ever sit through again. So, you know, a cool one-time special to sit through one time, but, you know, not a great repeat. But if you have HBO Max, definitely check it out and enjoy it for what it is. It's great to see the South Park gang dealing with the pandemic. So there you go. And last but not least, I finally got a chance to check out LA's Finest. This, of course, was the Bad Boys spinoff, with Gabrielle Union reprising her role as Martin Lawrence's sister from Bad Boys 2. This show, man, was supposed to be on Fox a couple years ago, and then Fox passed on it, and then another streaming service that like nobody has, I think Spectrum, picked it up and gave it a season, and it actually did really well on Spectrum, and they gave it a second season. Well, since all the shows are delayed because of COVID, Fox decided we're going to just go ahead and show the first season of LA's Finest on normal Fox. So I've watched the first couple episodes. I was very excited to because I'm a big Bad Boys fan, and I was like, cool, I'm down for this spinoff season, you know, show with her reprising her role, and then her partner's Jessica Alba, and it's always nice to see Jessica Alba. And it's just okay. It's just okay. I'm a little disappointed because I was very stoked. I love cop shows. I get kind of a Lethal Weapon vibe is what they're going for with this, but sometimes it's too over the top, and sometimes I don't even feel like Gabrielle Union's playing the same character from Bad Boys. Like, she does not feel like the same character from Bad Boys 2, even though she is. So, I don't know, man. I would like to see a little bit more connections, but right now it's just an okay kind of cop show that I'm kind of watching to kill time. So, yeah, that's LA's Finest. So, that's what I got for you guys as far as new reviews go. Like I said, Scare Me, 1 out of 5 stars. I highly recommend you check out Ted Lasso. You can binge the whole season now over on Apple TV+. The Vow, now streaming on HBO Max and HBO. American Murder, The Family Next Door, check that out on Netflix. South Park, The Pandemic Special, now streaming on HBO Max as well. And, of course, LA's Finest, which airs new episodes every Monday on Fox. Okay? So those are your reviews, and we're going to do something a little bit different today as I segue in to the news of the week. It's sponsor time. That's right, baby. We're going to say that the news here this week is sponsored and brought to you by Who Kitchen. That's right. Who Kitchen. Who is a family-founded chocolate and snacking company that focuses on creating products that match ultra-simple ingredients with unbeatable taste. Built on a strong mission to help people get back to human, Who only uses simple, real, and responsibly sourced ingredients? Who obsessively vets every ingredient to unite unbeatable taste with unmatched simplicity? They go beyond what is easy and expected to ensure that their products and practices are ethical and put both humanity and the human body first. All of Who's products are gluten-free, dairy-free, refined sugar-free, and aren't heavily processed. So use code POD for 15% off your next purchase at whokitchen.com. That's code POD, P-O-D, for 15% off at whokitchen.com. That's spelled H-U, kitchen, Kitchen.com, and find out why Who helps people get back to human. So thank you so much, Who Kitchen, for sponsoring our news of the week this week as we segue into everything that's going down in the world of television and movies. Let's get to it, baby. Okay. The new horror anthology series Monsterland has launched over on Hulu, so start checking that out. I have it on my queue, ready to get going there. We also have the trailer for Marvel's new 616 show that they're going to be premiering on Disney Plus November 20th. This is a documentary series that's going to premiere exclusively on Disney Plus November 20th, talking about 8 remarkable stories from 8 unique filmmakers. So pretty cool. Check it out, Marvel 616. Zac Efron is in talks to lead Blumhouse's Firestarter remake. That's right. Looking forward to a Firestarter remake, and I like Zac Efron, so I'm looking forward to him bringing this to life. We got Daniel Bernhardt reprising his Agent Johnson role for Matrix 4. That's right. He is going to be bringing back that character from the original trilogy. We know Hugo Weaving is not returning, so why not bring back Daniel to reprise Agent Johnson? So let's do it. Amazon Studios has officially acquired the Borat sequel. That's right. I am so excited about this. We talked about it for the last couple episodes that there was this secret Borat sequel that had been filmed and we didn't know what was going to happen with it. But now Amazon has swooped in, bought the rights to it, and not only have they bought the rights to it, it's going to actually come out at the end of October. This month, in just a couple weeks, October 23rd, we are getting the new Borat movie, which is officially titled, it is the Borat, here's the full title. I know I talked about a prediction title or rumored title that had come out last week that wasn't right, but this is the real one. Borat cultural. Oh no, that's the original one. Shit, sorry. Hold on one second. I clicked the wrong damn thing. Shitty shit. Yeah, they announced this stuff on a different article, not on the one that I'm talking about now when they announced the Amazon acquisition. So let me find here. What is the full title of the new sequel? Okay, so this is what I love about it. So it's the Borat subsequent movie film, which I just died laughing at. I love that, the subsequent movie film. So not Borat 2, but Borat subsequent movie film, delivery of progenious bribe to American regime for make benefit once glorious nation of Kazakhstan. Yes, that is correct. Wow. What a title. Borat 2, or I should say Borat the subsequent film, is officially coming October 23rd to Amazon Prime. How amazing is that? I'm so excited. Thank you. It's very nice. Very nice. So get ready for that in just a couple weeks. I can't wait to watch that and review it. The new trailer came out as well, and it is hilarious. So super stoked. It's exactly what I had hoped it to be. Yeah. If you love the first movie, I think you're going to love this one. If you hated the first movie, you're definitely going to hate this as well. Bill and Ted Face the Music. That's right. Some people are still holding out for that physical media, and they have announced that it is coming here soon to Blu-ray and DVD. Who the hell still buys DVDs? I just don't understand, but it's coming. We have the first look at Amazon's romance drama starring Tessa Thompson and Nnamdi Asomugha, It's called Sylvie's Love, so you can check out that first look. Joey King is set to star in Netflix's adaptation of the book Uglies, and it will be directed by Mick G. So very, very cool. They're continuing their collaborations with Netflix. Saved by the Bell, the reboot that is coming to the Peacock streaming service, finally has a release date. That's right. It will be out on Wednesday, November 25th. So finally, we are going to get the new Saved by the Bell, man. It's about time. I know when Peacock launched, they said, everything was shut down because of COVID. They didn't know when they were going to be able to release Saved by the Bell. So, and they said, we hope to get it out before the end of the year. They held on to that promise, and it's coming November 25th on Peacock. Very excited about that. We are officially getting that Lion King sequel of the live-action film, and it will be directed this time by Barry Jenkins. Yes, that's right. Jon Favreau, of course, did the original, and I think he's just a little tied up in the Star Wars world and Marvel world and Mandalorian world that he can't really step away to do it. So Oscar winner Barry Jenkins is stepping in to direct it, so why not? But very happy to get a Lion King sequel. I love the live action movie. It was a 5-star film for me, so happy to see a sequel on the way. We have your first look at season 4 of The Crown. That's right, you get your first look of Gillian Anderson and Emma Corrin in the upcoming season 4. We have the new trailer for The Craft Legacy, that's right, which is officially now a sequel. We thought it was a reboot at first, but it looks like it will be a sequel. Some hints to that in the trailer that just came out. And it looks like the movie will skip theatrical and go straight to VOD later this month. The Iron Mask is coming to home video as well, so get ready for that. Warner Brothers and Spotify are teaming up for a Batman Unburied scripted podcast. We have the trailer for the Monster Squad documentary. It's called Wolfman's Got Nards. That's right. You can check out that trailer right now. Netflix's trailer was released for their new Jingle Jangle, A Christmas Journey. So that just came out, so you can check that out. We have the trailer for One Night in San Diego that you can check out right now. Zendaya is in talks to play the Ronettes singer Ronnie Spector in an upcoming biopic film from A24. Sylvester Stallone may reteam with previous directors for a new action movie, so he's thinking about reteaming with Emmett and Furla for a new film. Chicago Med has officially shut down production for 2 weeks after a positive COVID test. It's so sad every time I hear about something that finally got up and running again, and then they have to shut down for 2 weeks every time somebody gets diagnosed. It's a hell of a bummer, man, and I'm sure it's costing all these companies a lot of money. Christine Baranski plots to Scrooge over Christmas in a new Netflix movie musical with Dolly Parton. That's right. Wrap your head around that one. Adult Swim has permanently retired Aqua Teen Hunger Force and the Boondocks episodes due to cultural sensitivities. That's right. So several episodes from both shows have been retired. You cannot stream them anymore. Let's see here. Disney Plus has launched a new co-viewing feature which will allow up to 7 people to watch the same Disney Plus title together. I love it. We should start doing some streaming watches together, get the boys, Peeps, Friggins, Geeky Pat, we'll pick on something on the Marvel side, Star Wars side, and stream together. Why not? And then see if there's anything we could do to maybe record that or something. That'd be kind of fun. So thanks Disney Plus for doing something like that. Movie theaters across the world are delaying fall tentpoles, of course, as we know, but they're also going to be reducing hours, and some are even shutting back down due to obviously not having movies playing. So this is very unfortunate, but part of the world that we live in right now. What else we got? Let's see here. We have the trailer again for Spell. That's right, starring Omari Hardwick and Loretta Devine. It's a new horror thriller that is coming out. HBO Max unveils a special Halloween collection page. That's right. So if you go to HBO Max and pull up the Halloween collection page, you'll get a nice spotlight with a bunch of horror movies, which I love. So very cool on them to do something like that. By the way, I just want to shout out for anybody that's been having trouble streaming HBO Max or Peacock, any of the new stuff. I do want to say that Google just released their new Chromecast, which actually has Google TV built into it. And Google TV does have Peacock and does have HBO Max, along with obviously things like Netflix and Hulu and WWE Network and Prime, of course. You know, pretty much every streaming service is on this thing. So the Google TV Chromecast that just came out is probably the most one-stop shop streaming app that you could get right now when you're looking at like the Fire Stick or Roku. This one has mostly everything. So I got it. I picked it up myself and I love it because, you know, I haven't been able to really watch HBO Max on anything other than my PlayStation, and I don't feel like turning on my PlayStation every time I want to watch HBO Max. So it's nice to have the Google TV going. So just wanted to shut that out in case anybody's out there is looking for something to stream with. I think it's probably the best streaming device that you can do right now, and it is in 4K, which is awesome. Army of the Dead Lost Vegas, which is the new animated spin-off series for Zack Snyder's Army of the Dead, has just added Joe Manganiello and Christian Slater to the cast. Here is the WTF news of the week. Jamie Foxx returning as Electro for Tom Holland's Spider-Man 3. That's right, that sounds confusing as hell because Jamie Foxx played Electro in The Amazing Spider-Man 2, which was so panned, nobody seemed to like it, and that crashed the Andrew Garfield series of Spider-Man, and then we got the reboot with Tom Holland. But they're saying that they are bringing back Jamie Foxx. Jamie Foxx even put up an Instagram post saying, yes, it's true, but this time he's not going to be blue, so we'll get a different version of Electro, which is cool. This has also led to a lot of speculation that we might be trying to do some kind of Spider-Verse movie, and that there's a lot of rumors out there that maybe Andrew Garfield and Tobey Maguire might pop up in this thing. Maybe some other villains, they're trying to do a live-action Spider-Verse. Who knows? It might just be a different Elseworld version of Jamie Foxx's Electro, but this time he's different than the way it was portrayed in the Andrew Garfield movies. So we'll have to wait and see, but definitely it was news that I was never expecting to hear. But I love Jamie Foxx, and I'd like to see him get a chance to do something unique with this character again. So we'll see what happens with Spider-Man 3. We have the trailer for Hulu's Bad Hair that you can check out right now. Disney Plus has also put together a collection of Halloween movies and specials, just like HBO Max, so you can check that out. Marvel's Spider-Man Remastered has given a new face to Peter Parker. That's right, they have totally remastered the face that you saw in the original game. So, pretty interesting story there if you look into that on why they did that. We have the trailer for Echo Boomer starring Michael Shannon. It's a new upcoming action thriller that he's doing. Nickelodeon's Halloween lineup includes new episodes of The Loud House and SpongeBob, so you can check that out. There's going to be a television series of The Gentlemen. That's right, yes, The Gentlemen that came out earlier this year. Actually, it was at the end of last year with Guy Ritchie, Matthew McConaughey, whole big cast. They're going to make a Gentlemen TV series. So yes, and Guy Ritchie is involved. He'll direct the pilot, maybe even some other episodes. He's going to write the episodes. So we're getting a continuation, man. It's going to be interesting to see. I like The Gentlemen. I didn't love it, but I'd be interested to see what a television show could bring to it. Benedict Cumberbatch reveals that a production start date for Doctor Strange is happening in the Multiverse of Madness. That's right. He says that they are currently in pre-production and they're going to start filming here in the next month or so. Love it. Let's get it going. We have the music video for Billie Eilish's No Time to Die James Bond theme, so you can check out that music video that's released now. Showtime has renewed the show Billions and has bumped Corey Stoll up to series regular for the next season, so congratulations there. I do like Billions. I'm glad to see it trucking along. Gotham's actor Alex Morph has been cast as Victor Zsasz. in Batwoman season 2. So there you go. We saw a portrayal of him in the Harley Quinn movie, and now we'll see him in Batwoman season 2. Victor Zazez. Disney's Mulan is debuting on digital platforms next Tuesday. That's right. You can finally order it and pre-order it to actually own if you don't want to do the whole Disney Plus thing. So get ready for that. Keanu Reeves pops up in a television ad for Cyberpunk 2077, which I cannot wait for that game. It's going to be fantastic. Let's see here. Chiwetel Ejiofor, Ben Stiller have joined a new pandemic heist film, which is called Lockdown. That's right, and it's going to be Doug Liman's forthcoming pandemic heist comedy drama. I love it. I love Doug Liman. I love Ben Stiller. I love Chiwetel Ejiofor. This sounds great to me. I love heist movies. Let's do it. Tom Sturridge is set to lead the Sandman series over at Netflix. And Liam Hemsworth is actually in negotiations to play the Corinthian. So there you go. We'll see what ends up happening with that. Gerard Butler's disaster film Greenland is going to head straight to PVOD, premium video on demand. This actually pisses me off a little bit. And I'll tell you why. It makes me mad because this movie was supposed to actually be released last week in theaters, and I was ready to see it. I was totally stoked and ready to go. And then they delayed it, and they said, we're going to push it back to sometime in the fourth quarter. We didn't get any release date. We just knew it was coming back sometime in the fourth quarter. And then a week later, they're like, oh, it's just going to head to PVOD. I'm sorry, but couldn't you have made more money if you actually released it in the theater? People were stoked to see this movie. We were ready. We were ready to go out. We were ready to check it out. Yeah, I don't know. Very, very odd. But they're saying that it has been opted for digital release instead of theatrical. It'll make its debut later this year on premium video on demand. In addition, HBO has reportedly bought the film's pay TV and streaming rights in the United States for $20 to $30 million deal. So the long-delayed film is expected to premiere on HBO and will be available for streaming on HBO Max in early next year. So there you go. So it'll actually hit premium VOD for probably like $20 in the next month or two. And then it'll stream on HBO and HBO Max. So, Greenland heading to PVOD. I'm ready to see this movie, man. I was looking forward to it. Like I said, I wanted to see this in the theater. So, very unfortunate that we skipped the theater and just went to PVOD for this. They could have just put it out and collected some money and then went to PVOD and a couple of weeks after. Big mess up on their end. Speaking of saving theaters, James Cameron and Christopher Nolan and more are urging Congress to save theaters. That's right. Movie theaters being hit so hard during the COVID pandemic, and they're trying to save the theaters. So please, thank you. Let's do it. Idris Elba is set to star in Universal's survival thriller helmed by Balassar Komaker. It's going to be called Beast. I love it. Sounds good to me. Let's do it. Bill and Ted Face the Music has earned around $32 million from its PVOD release, so congratulations there. It was not an expensive film to make at all. Godzilla's Michael Dougherty is set to direct a Nightbreed series. Ooh, I like that. Let's do it. Riverdale, Batwoman, Nancy Drew, and more Vancouver productions have shut down. Guess what? Yes, more delays in COVID testing. It's taking so long to get the testing back that it's caused shutdowns, so that's very, very unfortunate. We found out who Miss Marvel's going to be. That's right. Our Kamala Khan has been cast as newcomer. Iman Vellani has been cast as Kamala Khan in Disney Plus's Miss Marvel series. So very cool there. Congratulations, Miss Vellani. Welcome to the Marvel family. This is going to be pretty cool. Miss Marvel really blowing up as a character lately, so glad to see it. Conan the Barbarian TV series is in development over at Netflix. That's going to be cool. Francis and The Godfather. That's right, Oscar Isaac is set to play Francis Ford Coppola, and Jake Gyllenhaal is set to play Robert Evans in a new upcoming film. Lock and Key Season 2 has added Brendan Hines as a series regular. Young Rock, that's right, we talked about this before, Dwayne The Rock Johnson's NBC comedy series about his young life, his teenager life, has casted everybody that's going to be on the show. It's a bunch of unknowns, but great casting when you look down the cast list. I really, really liked it. I'm looking forward to the show. I think it's going to be really good. Young Rock coming soon to NBC. We have the trailer for Belushi. That's right, the life of a comedy legend explored in the new Showtime documentary. SNL came back this past weekend. We saw Jim Carrey kill it as Joe Biden. It was awesome. Maya Rudolph as well as Kamala Harris. It was so good. They, of course, mocked the crazy ass, just, oh my God. The crazy ass debate that we saw last week that just had us all so embarrassed as Americans. I don't want to get into politics, but man, SNL, watch it. They killed it. J.J. Abrams is producing animated films, which will set up a Dr. Seuss universe. That is correct. Warner Brothers is set to adapt the popular comic book Black. Yes, for the big screen. That's right. They're working on that, so that's going to be awesome. There you go. Francis Ford Coppola's The Godfather Part 3 Director's Cut is coming out December 8th. The 100 prequel update, a potential spinoff, remains up in the air. No decision's been made there. Legends of Tomorrow has upped Adam Tiskesman to series regular for season 6, so congratulations to him on that. Renee Elise Goldsberry is set to star in the new Peacock comedy from Tina Fey called Girls Five Eva. Girls Five Eva. F is for Family has been renewed for a 5th and final season over on Netflix. Hillary Clinton is set to executive produce a new political anthology series called The Woman's Hour over at the CW. The Wall has been renewed for season 4 over at NBC. Cops quietly resumes production, but they're saying that they're filming it for something overseas, that Cops is not returning here in the U.S., so we'll see what they do with that. Apple's Cicely Strong musical comedy has added more to the cast, and I think you're going to like this one. Of course, it is a musical, but man, they're starting to really stack this thing. Keegan-Michael Key, Alan Cumming, Fred Armisen, and Kristen Chenoweth have joined Cicely Strong in this new show. It is currently untitled, but yes, the series follows a couple on a backpacking trip designed to revive their relationship when they discover a magical town in which everyone acts like they're in a musical from the 1940s. Then they discover that they can't leave until they find true love. It's scheduled to premiere in 2021. I love it. It sounds cute. I'm down. Let's go. Disney Junior has greenlit Mickey's Mouse Funhouse, a new series featuring Mickey Mouse and his friends. This doesn't make any sense to me because I feel like my daughter's been watching the Mickey Mouse Funhouse for years, so I don't understand how this is a new show. It's the Mickey Mouse Funhouse. Step inside, it's fun inside. I don't know how this is new. I don't know. So, speaking of delays, we got some more. No Time to Die, the new James Bond movie. Yes, it's coming out in just a month, right? No, it's not. No Time to Die has been pushed back to Easter 2021. Now, you know what was coming out around Easter time? Fast and the Furious 9. So guess what's not coming out anymore around that time? Fast and Furious 9, because that's now been pushed back another month to May of 2021. So we're just going to keep shifting all these movies back. Why the fuck not, right? So Fast Saga F9 has been its release has been delayed an extra month to May of 2021. No Time to Die pushed back to Easter of 2021. I'm really bummed by this. They've been doing a ton of marketing for James Bond right now. He was just on Jimmy Fallon earlier tonight. They just released the Billie Eilish song. They've been putting out new trailers, new commercials, and now it's pushed another 7 months. I mean, it's so dumb. Stick to your damn date. You guys are killing the movie theaters. There's no reason to delay something at the end of November at this point. Okay. I'll get back to my venting because there's a lot more movies being delayed that we're going to talk about. Andy McDowell has joined Netflix's new upcoming comedy drama series called Made. John Cena and Idris Elba are going to team up for a new action movie called Head of State over at Amazon Studios. So I love it. Great pairing here. John and Idris. Let's do it, man. This sounds awesome. For those of you that have been loving Cobra Kai like I have, Cobra Kai has been renewed for a season 4. And season 3 officially coming at the beginning of January 2021. That's right. We got a new quick little teaser. But yes, season 3 coming in just a couple months. And then season 4 is on the way. So excited. I love Cobra Kai. Give me some more. Give me some more. Alicia Vikander hopes to begin production on the Tomb Raider sequel in 2021. Apple unveils the teaser for The Snoopy Show, which will be on Snoopy's 70th anniversary. The Simpsons Season 31 is now streaming on Disney+, so that is pretty cool there. The Witches, that's right, Anne Hathaway-led reboot, is heading to HBO Max, and the first trailer has dropped. So you can check out that trailer. It looks really cute. Warner Brothers has announced that the Robert Zemeckis forthcoming dark comedy reboot of The Witches is now going to be, it's going to skip theaters and be an exclusive HBO Max original film, which will come out at the end of the month. Looking forward to this. The Witch is going to be cool. Thank you, HBO Max, really picking it up and doing something special for the fans instead of skipping, VOD and all this kind of stuff. Making it an exclusive for HBO Max is awesome. So very, very cool. Cool trailer. Check it out. Stranger Things Season 4 officially resuming production, so I love that. Clint Eastwood is set to direct and star in Cry Macho over at Warner Brothers. Netflix has greenlit a Ryan Murphy limited series about Jeffrey Dahmer. Ooh, I'm on board with that. That's going to be pretty cool. Let's check it out. Let's see here. Bill Burr and Issa Rae are set to host SNL with Justin Bieber and just Justin Bieber so far right now as musical guest coming up in October. Frida Pinto, Logan Marshall Green are set to star in a new Netflix thriller called Intrusion. I love me some Frida Pinto, and Logan Marshall Green is awesome. If you haven't seen Upgrade, check that out. But looking forward to this new Netflix thriller. Billy Crudup. You would think he was secure in this, but he is actually in talks. Yes, he's in talks and negotiations to join the Flash movie. That's right. What's crazy about this story is, of course, he was already signed to do the Flash movie years ago. Remember, the Flash movie was supposed to come out a long time ago after Justice League. And remember, he was in Justice League. He was in a couple scenes. He plays Harry Allen and, Flash's dad. And he was, of course, signed to be in the Solo movie. But because the movie took so long to make, and because it's been through so many writers and directors, he was able to break his contract and leave the project. But now that it's back on the burner and it's heating up and everybody's getting ready to start making this thing, he is back in negotiations to rejoin the film. So hopefully all goes well and we get Billy Crudup back in the movie to play Barry's dad. I would really like to see that. He was great for it, and looking forward to him coming back to reprise his role for that. Okay. Christopher Maloney's Law & Order SVU spinoff has been delayed over at NBC now that they've had to change showrunners, so that's a bummer there. The Witches, we just talked about a little bit ago, will debut exclusively on HBO Max on October 22nd, so get ready for that. It's going to be a good weekend. We get The Witches, and then we get the new Borat film all in that same weekend. Let's go. Let's see here. We got the full list of the 2020 E! People's Choice Awards. You can check out the nominees there for that. South Park's Pandemic Special scored 2.3 million live and same-day total viewers and a 2.1 rating in the adults 18 to 49 demographic on the network. So 4 million viewers overall, which is the show's highest demo number in 7 years. So congratulations to South Park's Pandemic Special. Ricky Martin has been cast in the Jingle Jangle Christmas Story that is coming to Netflix. So very cool there. Jermaine Fowler gets a semi-autobiographical animated comedy in the works over at Fox. Andy McDowell is set to lead opposite Margaret Qualley in Maid, which is going to be a new Netflix dramedy series. It's the first on-screen pairing of the mother-daughter acting duel, as she will play her real-life daughter's mom. So there you go. Very cool. Congratulations there. Tiffany Haddish presents They Ready has been renewed at Netflix, set to film with an audience this weekend. So very, very cool there. Cobra Kai Season 3 officially hitting Netflix January 8th. So get ready, man. You can binge watch the first 2 seasons now. Season 3, January 8th, 2021. And then Season 4 is in the works. I love it. Let's see here. We have your first mini teaser for Monster Hunter. So you can check that out. I mean, you really don't get much out of it, but it's, cool that I could see something from it. Let's see here. The second spinoff of AMC's The Walking Dead picks up 10 years after the start of the zombie apocalypse with a new cast of characters in Nebraska. That show finally launched on AMC last night. I think it's called World Beyond, so you can check that out. The 6th and final season of Schitt's Creek has arrived early over on Netflix, so you can now check out the whole series. I actually do plan to binge this series. I hear nothing but great things. And especially after I watched the Emmys a couple weeks ago and it won like every damn Emmy possible, I'm like, I gotta watch this show. So looking forward to that. Weekend box office, yep, Tenet #1 again because there ain't nothing else. SNL returned with the second largest premiere ever in the last 12 years. It came back with a bang, so congratulations there. The Marvelous Mrs. Maisel looks to resume production in early 2021 for Season 4. Hocus Pocus was re-released in theaters this past weekend and almost beat Tenet at the box office. They were very, very close. So, good job, Tenet, holding it down against Hocus Pocus. So there you go. Let's see here. A brand new trailer for Free Guy came out this morning. Ryan Reynolds' new film, which they claim is going to still stick to its December release date, which I'm at this point kind of like, yeah, I'll believe that when I see it. But I'll tell you, this trailer is fantastic. We've had the same trailer for like a year, finally got a new trailer, and you get to see a lot of new footage. You get a better understanding of the story, and it looks really, really good, man. I'm so excited for this film. I really hope it keeps its December date. Please, even though we might not have a movie theater to see it in come December, but hey, that's my hope, because I just think this movie looks like a ton of fun. Hopefully it hits theaters December 11th. Okay, Patty Considine joins the Game of Thrones prequel House of the Dragon. I'm pissed at Netflix because they have pulled the plug on the 4th and final season of Glow. I love the show Glow, and it was coming back for a 4th and final season. They never got a chance to start filming because of COVID, and now they're blaming COVID, saying that they're going to pull the plug and they're just not going to move forward with the 4th season, just due to delays in filming, and at this point they feel like they can't get the show out till 2022, and so they're just going to go ahead and cancel it. This is bullshit. There's no reason to do it. We will wait to 2022 if we have to. I mean, the show The OA on Netflix took like 3 years to get a second season. I don't understand the rush. Give it to us. We want our final season. This is just a dumbass decision. I'm so sick of them, all these companies using COVID as the cover up to why they can't renew a show. Get out of here. You could do it. You've already promised another season. Don't renege on that. It makes me super, super pissed. I loved Glow, so very, very upset about that one. We have the poster and the trailer for the 355, so check that out. It's Jessica Chastain's new all-star spy I don't know why I want to say comedy. Action film. It's a spy adventure film that's coming out, so check that out. Cineworld and Regal theaters are going to temporarily close their US and UK theaters. Here we go. I told you it was going to come, and here it comes. The Morning Show Season 2 is set to resume filming later this month, so very cool there. James McAvoy and Claire Foy are set to lead STX's My Son remake. We have the trailer for Hugh Laurie's new PBS political thriller Roadkill. we have the trailer for Margaret Qualley's new My Salinger Year. The Boys spinoff is loosely inspired by the X-Men parody G-Men from the comic books. Just a little fun fact for you. Sasha Lane is supposedly casted in the Disney Plus series for Loki. She was in American Honey and Hellboy, so we'll see. It looks like she is now a part of Loki. Let's see here. The Witcher Season 2 photos reveals a first look at Geralt's new armor. That's right, Henry Cavill posing in the new armor. A lot of people loving that. And Jamie Foxx. Oh, we already talked about Jamie Foxx. Sorry, I already talked about it. He was going to have a new look. We already discussed that. Amblin's Distant has cast Game of Thrones breakout Christopher Hivju. That's right. It's a new sci-fi comedy called Distant. Teenage Bounty Hunters has been canceled on Netflix after just one season as well. I actually wanted to watch this show. I had it in my queue, but now at this point, I don't know if I will with just one season. So it's a bummer that has been canceled as well. The Gilmore Girls revival, A Year in the Life, which actually aired on Netflix a couple years ago, is actually going to air on the CW as a 4-part Thanksgiving week event. So smart move there for them to do that. A West Wing reunion is going down, and we now know that Sterling K. Brown is set to play Leo in the new scripted HBO Max special. It's official. Steve Carell is returning to the morning show as a series regular for season 2. He's been in long negotiations, but he finally signed on to return, so congratulations there. I love it. Wouldn't be the show without him. Busy Phillips has also joined the Peacock girl group comedy Girls Five Eva from Tina Fey. So good casting there. I do like Busy Phillips. Okay, are you ready? Are you ready for the part here before I wrap up the show where I get really pissed? And it has to do with movies being delayed once again because there's a shitload of them. Are you ready? So Dune has been officially delayed from December. That's right. It was going to come out in December. It will now come out October 1st, 2021. Minecraft was actually in that date, and it is now exiting for an undated date because this movie just can't seem to get going. So it does not have a date anymore, and see you later. But let's get back to Dune. Dune is one of the most highly anticipated films of the year, and it was coming out in December. And we heard Denis Villeneuve saying, like, oh, we're doing everything we can to get this movie out in time, and we want the fans to see it in December, and blah, 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 blah. October. Almost a full year this movie's getting delayed. Bullshit, I tell you. All right, it don't stop there. Let's keep it rolling. On the DC front, The Flash is moving back from June 3rd, 2022 to November 4th, 2022. Shazam 2 now being pushed. It's leaving its November 4th, 2022 date and is now shifting to June 2nd, 2023. While Black Adam with The Rock is moving from its December 22nd, 2021 date and is now undated. We don't even have a date for Black Adam anymore. So The Flash is pushed back multiple months. Shazam 2 pushed back to another year. Black Adam moved from next year to an undateable date. Bullshit. Okay? Bullshit. Keeping up on the DC front, the Batman, Robert Pattinson. Everybody's excited, right? We got that trailer from DC Fandom. Guess what? Pushed from October 1st, 2021 to March 4th, 2022. So we're back into another year again. Thanks a lot, Batman. The only plus side we have coming out of these release dates is one sign of hope, and I'm not even going to hold my breath on this one because, like everything else, it'll probably just get pulled from me anyway. The new Matrix movie, The Matrix 4, is actually moving up. It was going to come out April 1st, 2022, and it's now going to actually take that December 22nd, 2021 date. The date that Black Adam had is now going to go to The Matrix. So we do have a movie moving up, which I'm very happy about because I am excited about the new Matrix film. So thank you. I'm glad that that's going to actually be at the end of next year. Thank you. But everything else, man, Dune, Flash, Shazam, Black Adam, Batman, all pushed. All pushed, and we might not even have movie theaters by the time these movies come around. That's the sad part. Because I've been talking about it for weeks, guys. The more and more Hollywood keeps pushing these films back, the harder it is for these theaters to stay open. How do they expect theaters to stay open with no tent poles, with no big movies coming out? The studios are not even throwing a bone at these theaters to keep something going. They're pushing everything back. What if we don't have any movie theaters in 2021, 2022, 2023 at this point? You know? They could try to make a comeback. It's going to be hard. But, you know, they're shifting everything to next year, and we don't even know what the hell's going to happen next year. I know that these studios want to make the most money they can, but at this point, you need to do what's right for the movie theaters too, because they're your partner. And you guys are screwing them right now, royally. I hate to feel like I'm just beating a dead drum every single week, but this is just getting frustrating. I can't even make it a week on this show without more and more movies. We talked about James Bond earlier in the episode. No Time to Die moving all the way to April. You know, on last week's show, Black Widow pushing back till May of next year. And now all these other movies. It's just unfortunate, man. As somebody that loves the theater and loves going to the movies, they are ruining this for all of us. The theaters are doing a great job social distancing, having cleaning supplies, being safe. Wear your mask. Go watch a movie. It's unfortunate. It really, really is. Well, I hate to end on that downer of a note, but that is the end of our show, ladies and gentlemen. We've gone almost an hour, so, you know, that's what we got for you. And I thank you so much for listening to me rant, to listening to me catch you up to speed and everything going down in the world of entertainment news. Let's do some plugs. Our official webpage is amiontheair.com, of course. Very easy to remember there. Make sure you like us on Facebook at facebook.com/amiontheair. Follow us on Twitter at amiontheair. Follow me on Twitter directly at DXDonMega. Follow me on Stardust at simply Don Mega, DONMEGA, and I will follow you back on there. Of course, you can get us on Apple Podcasts. Download, rate, and subscribe. Give us a 5-star review. I'd really appreciate it. If Apple Podcast ain't your thing, don't you worry. We're on Spotify, iHeartRadio, Spreaker, Stitcher, TuneIn, Podchaser, Google Podcast. We're all over the interwebs. You'll find us, and you'll love us. Just subscribe so you never miss an episode. Of course, we're on YouTube and Instagram. Simply search Am I on the Air, and you should be good to go there. And thank you to our great affiliates at RedDragonsRadio.com. That's RedDragonsRadio.com. Follow on Twitter at simply RedDragonsRadio, all one word. So thank you so much for tuning in on this Monday, October the 5th, as we get you caught up with everything going on in the world of entertainment news. Please stay safe out there. Take care of yourselves and each other. And until next time, y'all. Peace!
Bye, everybody!
Red Dragon!